G'day everyone. Got a little informative video, a little demonstration coming up afterwards. And here I'll get to the little informative part first. Here in front of me, I got 3 chainsaw chains, all different sizes. And for those of you that don't have this information, these are chains that are commonly used today on most ranges of chainsaws, anywhere from little 33cc saws to upwards of 72 cc's, even to 118 cc's, and that accounts to probably anywhere from a 3 to a 10 horsepower engine on a chainsaw. So at the top here, we have what's called a 3/8 micro chainsaw. This is a brand new Oregon chain, and for comparison, I got a pencil here. Show you how big the tooth is. Now, on average, this tooth here is probably about as big as the eraser on this pencil, or the metallic part here. So this is a light-duty chain for a saw, say like a Husqvarna 240E or a Stihl MS-170 or 180. Around that kind of range, a Poulin 2150, or just one of them low CC engine chainsaws. This next one we got in the video is this is a .325, and these are designed for mid-range saws, kind of like a Husqvarna 435, 445, say a Stihl MS-270, I think, or 280 Duro. No, it's a 270 Duro and an MS-280, designed for them, and basically a mid-weight to power ratio saw, like a 45 cc engine, 50 cc's. That's what I'm running on the John Sered down there. And another chainsaw I got is a Poulin 2150. I'll show you guys that later. I didn't show you yet. And that 3/8 micro, the equivalent to it on a Stihl chain, they make their own, is on the Stihl 012. Anyways, the last chain we got in the lineup here, this is the heavy-duty 3/8. Now this is what you'll find running on a lot of saws for timber harvesting and the more powerful ones, because this tooth, like you remember the tooth on this one is about the size of that. The tooth on this is damn near double that size, almost, and it's just so much bigger. Puts out bigger chips, is designed for just heavier timber altogether, and a much more powerful saw. You'll find this on chainsaws with engines or power head, whatever you want to call it, probably upwards of 66 cc's to 118 cc's. I think Stihl's 880 Magnum is 121, I think. 121 cc's, which equates to about 9.5 horsepower roughly. And it can run this chain easily. But there's another chain I'm going to show you here that it can run pretty easily too. For those of you that have ever heard a 404 harvester chain, that is what I'm going to show you next. And I'll do it in comparison to the heavy-duty 3/8 here. Now this chain is an original Pioneer chain. It's a very heavy-duty. It's for an 18-inch bar. Come on, get on there. Now, the teeth on the heavy-duty 3/8 here and the 404, they're almost the same. This tooth has got more bite to it because, well, the 404 here has been worn down a bit. It's been used. This chain has not. But anyway, the 404, it's just a larger distance between the 3 rivets. That's how you measure the 404 or 325 or 3/8. There's some mathematical formula for it. I don't know what it is. So, anyways, it's just a heavier duty chain, and you would have found these on a lot of the older vintage chainsaws, McCulloch's, a lot of the older Stihls, older Husqvarnas, that kind of thing. My Pioneer can probably run it, but I don't have the sprocket on the drive sprocket to run the 404 chain, Because if you have the wrong sprocket that's designed for a 3/8 drive gauge here, and you put 404 on it, it will kind of fit, but you're going to wear that drive sprocket down so fast, it ain't even funny. That's what my grandfather did quite a few times because he didn't know. A lot of the older folks don't know, unfortunately. But anyway, that's the difference between this chain and some of the lighter duty ones. You can run either of these chains on the really high powered saws. Much bigger than any of these down here. But anyways, that's just that little update there. And also in comparison, when they were experimenting with getting different chain together, like for harvesting and all that, they came out with some different varieties, different lengths and stuff. And that's what I got here. This is called 403 chain. Similar to the 404, but much bigger. As you can see, it's much heavier tooth and everything. See? Looks to be about the same size, but if you look at the cutter teeth, they are huge. They're like probably where my fingernail is, probably that much longer than the ones on this chain. And you look at it next to the 3/8 here, it's fairly large. This is just a chunk of it, but I got another chain for it. No chainsaws made today can take that, I don't think, except the harvester head, but they don't make them for a 403. It's different than a 404, apparently. I don't have much experience in that range, so I can't say much about it. But anyways, the last time you guys seen the shop, it was pretty cluttered up, but now we cleaned it all up. I got so much more room in here now. I cleaned the router table out from there. My grandfather and I did, just clean this whole area up. It's looking real good now. This is an addition we added on here recently. So we finally got a clamp there. Put the bandsaw, drill press, table saw, and all in here. Put my other chainsaws right there. Makes for more room now. So I'll have to move these whippersnippers upstairs in the wintertime here. But anyways, next I'm going to show you guys a little cutting video with my Pioneer. You can see here. And I mentioned putting a new bar on it recently because my old one didn't work that well. So this is the bar I put on it. Roller nose bar. It's got a sprocket in the end. And this chain is another heavy-duty 3/8. This is a 58cc engine in this saw, so it can run it easily. And I found this chain actually, and it's been barely been worn at all, but it works well. I tried it on some hardwood here earlier, and it's awesome. So I know this this log right here. It's probably about a 4-inch or 5-inch thick sapling, tree of ash. It's been sitting in the garage here for years now. It's probably very dry. So I'm pretty sure this chainsaw will cut it with relative ease. So I'll cut a couple cookies here, they call them, and I'll get set up here for you. All right, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Log got ahead of me there. Anyways, you can see it cuts it fairly well. It's probably not sharpened the greatest, but I'm still learning. So, anyways, that's how the demonstration for that goes. I plan on having a better one in the future here. I'll try and get an actual tree get cut. I got one outside here, so on a less rainy day, I'll take care of that for you and get it on tape. Now I got some time left here. I'll give you guys a little showing of this chainsaw, the Poulan 2150 that was given to me. I fixed Buddy's lawnmower for him one day, and he gave me this. Okay. Poulan 2150. It don't have any anti-vibe system, but it don't need it. It's barely any vibration in it at all. But it runs this same 3/8 micro chain, because that's all it can handle. What is it? It's got a 16-inch bar on it. 16-inch bar and chain, which work pretty well. And I'll give her a start up here for you. I'll go over here. Give it a sec. Now, just to let you know, this chainsaw does not like being started sometimes, so if it takes a little while, that's why. Sorry about that. Yeah, it started easier than I thought it would. It's got barely any, like when you pull it, it's so easy to start, or so easy to pull for that matter, because it's such a small engine. But anyways, that's a little update here for now. I'll try and get that cutting video out for you guys soon of a bigger tree. It's actually, it's still raining. It's actually, I'll show you at the window here. It's that one right out there. It's I think it's not a poplar, an oak tree. That's what it is. So I'll do some cutting on that, and we'll go from there. Hope you guys like the video. Rate and subscribe. See ya.